and Derek and Shane Gillis, and we have fun. So you get the workout in, and you talk a lot of shit, and you get silly. It's really fun. It's just like real silly.
Yeah.
We have a good time.
Yeah. So. Thanks for the invite.
My pleasure.
I've been on the road for weeks. And so, if you're lucky, you get a decent hotel gym.
Right.
But you got to be really creative.
Yeah.
Most of them, the best they'll have are dumbbells, and, that's it.
I just realized you're the second celebrity to do that with us and the second Hawaiian. Because The Rock did it.
Samoan.
So it's like there's something going on.
Samoan pride here.
Something going on with Hawaiians coming here.
We'll have to figure out, Max Holloway is Hawaiian and Samoan too.
He didn't work out though. Max, last time he was here, he was just off of his win.
He gets a break.
Yeah, he's just
after
chilling.
that, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, take some time off, bro.
I was telling you, like the sauna, I am definitely like from the islands because I'm okay with heat.
Mm-hmm.
So 20 minutes in the sauna, it was good. It was challenging, but it was good.
Yeah.
The cold, however. That ice bath. I've done that like a quick polar plunge briefly, jumping in, jumping out.
And that one was at the lowest setting in terms of the jets of water.
Okay.
So what we have is called a blue cube, and blue cube is the type of cold plunge that has an engine in it that you can turn on to higher levels of waves. So if you turn it like to the highest level, it's just rushing at you like a river.
Is that better or worse?
Horrible.
Okay.
It's horrible because you never develop a thermal barrier.
Okay.
So if you can just like all cold water immersion is very good for you. It's good for cold shock proteins, norepinephrine, mood stabilization, makes you feel better.
Right.
All those things are good. But the still cold is much more tolerable for whatever. I don't know what's better for you. See, that's the question. Like, is it better? Is it just as good and more tolerable? Or is it better to suffer for the full 3 minutes? Because if you turn that bitch on...
Suffer more. Is the benefit proportional to the suffering is really the question, right?
I'm not sure if you suffer more if you get more benefit, or if there's a point where you're actually hurting your body.
Right.
Like maybe there's a point... I mean, obviously, if you stay in the cold water too long, you'll die.
Yeah.
That's what hypothermia is.
Yeah.
So, but there's a level where if you just get a few minutes in, it's really good for you. So I don't know if it's better if you're miserable.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. But if you want to test your mind, that blue cube is the one to do, because that sucker gets fast. That sucker gets like a river. So you're just laying in there and it's like
an assault of cold water.
The moment it sucks, when you climb in, that moment never changes. That's the difference. Because in a regular cold plunge, after a while, you develop like this thermal barrier. And even though it sucks, it only sucks like 80% of what it sucked when you first got in.
Yeah.
With the blue cube, it's 100% suck. The whole ride suck. It just sucks.
So it sounds like you got to try it at least once.
Yeah.
And figure it out.
Well, you did just doing it the way you did it for 3
Yeah.
minutes. Like I said, the first time I did like a minute and 24 seconds. I was like,
well, I couldn't chicken out in front of all the guys. You know what I mean? It's like when Hassan says, well, I did it 3 minutes to show up for the rocks. Like, okay, I'm not going to be the one who chickens out at a minute. That's not an option.
Well, you did it. You did it.
No, it was good. It was good. It was very challenging. It was good. We don't have a cold plunge. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna go and like find bags of ice every single day from 7-Eleven and dump in the bathtub. So I just, when I can, I just like dump my face in ice cubes and water.
That's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that'll wake you up.
Yeah.
All that stuff's good.
Yep.
There's some pretty reasonably priced options for coolers that you could actually do in a bathtub now. So there's a bunch of different ways to do it, but if you got the scratch, like one of these blue cubes or something similar, Morosco makes a really good one too. They're really good.
Yeah, I can see how that the after feeling, gets kind of addictive.
I'm sure someone will reach out to you. Try to get you to use their shit. It's very good though.
Yeah.
But it's also like the camaraderie, the fun.
For sure.
Have fun, listen to music.
For sure.
Laugh a lot.
Exactly. Yeah. This is perfect.
Yeah, it's a good way to get a podcast started.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, and by the way, congratulations to the marijuana enjoyers of the world, because the DEA officially rescheduled marijuana they're going to reschedule it to Schedule 3.
Wow.
Which still, it shouldn't be illegal.
Yes.
We know that.
I agree.
But baby steps.
Yeah.
The fact that it's making progress at all just shows that the collective will of the people is being heard, at least somewhat.
There was, I'm trying to remember who it was. Somebody was telling me that, like, the decriminalization crew, they gave an American flag made out of hemp to a member of Congress to fly above the Capitol. Because it's a normal thing. Like, I would get people when I was in Congress calling and saying, hey, it's, my friend is retiring from the military from 30 years. Can you fly a flag in honor of him or her? And so you get a little certificate with it. And this, like, there are many flags that go up and down every day that are given as gifts to people. So someone did it with a American flag made out of hemp. And apparently it caused major problems within the DEA and within the administration, saying, how dare you? How could anyone allow this to happen? It made zero sense whatsoever, but it just pointed to the backwards mindset and thinking and the sensitivity within the DEA and the government around cannabis, hemp, marijuana.
It just seems a massive lack of education, too. It's not as simple as, you're thinking of it in connection to marijuana. Hemp is a commodity that has existed forever. In fact, canvas that writers paint on, or that artists paint on, the original word canvas came from cannabis. It was made out of hemp.
Interesting.
They made hemp paper as a better paper. They made hemp clothing.
Yeah.
It's far superior to cotton. The only reason why this is where it gets weird. There's a bunch of things that took place that took hemp away from being a common source of paper and clothing. But one of them was making slavery illegal. Because before they came out with the decorticator, what the primary way they used to process hemp fiber was really painstaking, because it's an incredible plant.
Yeah.
It's a very light plant, but it's insanely durable. Like, hemp clothing is so much more durable. Like, I have a hemp jujitsu gi from Datsura.
Okay.
And that sucker never rips.
Yeah.
My cotton gis, they're good for, like, you wear them for like 6 months, a year. The shit starts going. Even like really strong, stable cotton threads start going. These hemp gis are like, they're invincible. It's crazy. And hemp paper is so difficult to tear. It's like a completely different kind of paper.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's an amazing rope. It's like you could use it to make concrete. They make hemp. Have you seen that? Where they make houses with it?
Yeah. My dad is a state senator in Hawaii. He's the chair of the Agriculture Committee. And for years, he's been the state's biggest advocate for hemp as an economic driver and to try to help revive agriculture in Hawaii. And so he's talked endlessly about the houses and just everything, all of the different benefits of hemp. He's got some hemp aloha shirts and the whole deal. This thing that you're talking about, though, the federal government and the classification is the biggest barrier to this actually becoming a really viable and thriving industry in our country, because people are growing crops of hemp, but they've got to go through all of this crazy THC testing. And I've talked to people who are farmers and business people who are investing in this, and they've had to throw like entire crops away because of I don't know the details about the testing, but it just 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2 when you look at the reality of the benefits of hemp and the farming process and the concerns that they have within the DEA.
So is the concern if it has any level of THC at all becomes
Right.
illegal, even if you're just processing it as a commodity and you're not using it?
Right. Correct.
But they understand, like, it's very valuable as a commodity.
Yes.
This is it's so stupid. This whole thing is stupid because we're always concerned about, and rightly so, about cutting down forests to make paper.
Right.
Right? Well, guess what? Hemp paper, you can grow an entire, like, first of all, it's much more viable. You have much more product. It's much more durable, and you can regrow it quick.
Exactly.
It just grows right back again.
Right.
Whereas trees takes years and years to
Exactly.
grow them back. Hemp, you got another season. Whoop.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the hemp plant. Grows crazy fast, super light, super durable.
Yeah.
Just got to think about it as a commodity and stop connecting it to marijuana.
Exactly.
And you're going, well, this is invaluable. because this could solve a lot of our problems, especially with deforestation. And then if you look at it for building materials, like, wait, this might be the greatest building material we can use. It's incredible insulation. It's very durable and strong. And again, renewable, like instantaneously. It grows so quick.
Yeah. What's interesting, I mean, for us in Hawaii, I mean, tourism is the biggest economic driver we have. And every time there's, you know, in the post 9/11, when people weren't traveling so much, during COVID, when everything shut down, businesses go out of business. Small businesses are driven out because if they don't have that driver. So the conversation always comes up about, okay, well, we've got to diversify our economy. And this is one of those areas that has huge potential for a small island state like ours in Hawaii. And what's interesting is Mitch McConnell, I believe he's from Kentucky, their state is also a state that is promoting hemp as a major agriculture driver. So there's opportunity there, but it requires a lot more education from those both in the administration and in Congress to actually take down those barriers and allow it to actually truly be an industry in America.
When we first started selling hemp protein and on it, we used to have to get it from Canada. You can sell it in America. Can't grow it here. I was like, what? It's just food. It's just hemp seeds. It's really good for you. It's like full of amino acids and rich in protein. And they're like, no, can't grow it. That's just illegal.
You know what's nuts too is the military. People who are on active duty in the military, they can't put hemp seeds in their smoothie. They can't use any CBD balm that you can buy at the freaking gas station or anything at all. Because
CBD balm.
Yeah, CBD balm. Anything that has your energy drink that has
CBD.
Yep,
Cliff. Yeah.
Cannot. Not allowed. You could seriously get punished
so if
you are caught.
Are they testing blood for CBD?
They're not testing blood for CBD.
So it's just illegal. So if you get caught with the product.
If you get caught with the correct. And their fear is like you're going to piss hot because, you know, you take the, you know, random urinalysis tests and everything else. But I laughed, you know, I mean, again, it's lack of education, it's fear, and it's like, well, this is banned by the federal government, so the military must comply. But at the same time, the guy within the Army, the civilian who was putting out this policy, he also said you're not allowed to eat anything with poppy. You can't eat a poppy seed muffin.
I was going to bring
because
that
you
up.
might
That's
piss
the wildest
hot.
one. Well, you will. Yeah, you will. Like you can go to Dubai. And if you go places where it's like seriously strict, Saudi Arabia, they'll test you for heroin. You'll test positive for heroin. Yeah.
Unreal.
Poppy seeds are rough. That's a scary one. It's like, wait a minute, bagel poppy seeds?
Right.
Those things make you piss hot for heroin?
Lemon poppy seed muffin?
Yeah,
What?
they tell you if you go in for a drug test, do not eat poppy seeds before you go.
It's crazy.
Like what? Bagels. How bad is your test?
Right.
How bad is your test?
That's the point.
Yeah. How bad is your test?
Technology, biology, like all this stuff.
Your
You guys
test
can't
doesn't
get
know
a
that I
better
just
test.
ate a bagel. It's so stupid. You're gonna put someone in a cage for eating a bagel?
Yeah, but like for a guy in the military, that could be the end of your freaking career.
Nice,
You'd
Max.
get kicked out for
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And you know, just being at a party and people are smoking, and you know, you get secondhand smoke and you'll test positive.
Yeah.
You know, those tests are probably pretty rough because people definitely get high from secondhand smoke. I've seen it happen before. I've seen sober people go into a room that's filled with pot and
everyone left,
comes
Max.
out
Everyone
with a
left.
loopy, like, you're breathing in the same air. You're breathing in pot air.
No one is playing 115
I
anymore.
used to have a
Niels
dog
is done
that
too.
got, she was a stray.
He's just
and
like
she was a
playing
little
Oso right
prone to
now, I think.
anxiety as it is. And if she was in the room when people smoked pot, she would get high and she'd get paranoid. She'd start hiding under tables. I was like, oh, Lucy, this is sad.
Not good.
You
She didn't
can
get
see
the
her
chill factor.
paranoid. No, she was like, the world is dangerous. You know, she used to live on the street.
Man.
Probably
So
Butchie.
it's just, I guess it's a good
But
thing.
she got
that
a
they've
22
scheduled it Schedule 3. But
or 21
for
minute
sure,
jungle
forget about the drug
salt.
part.
That was a
Yeah.
They
very
should
big
be
one.
encouraging hemp production in
Yes.
this country. It's an amazing food source. Hemp has all of the essential amino acids. It's very rich in protein. It's easily digestible. As far as like plant-based protein, for me, is my favorite one and the easiest one to digest. Like you just like easy. It goes down smooth. There's no problem at all. And you know, it's very good for you.
Yeah.
And CBD is very good for you, but forget about all that.
Yeah.
Just for a commodity and for
Exactly.
building construction and clothing. Do you know the first draft of the Declaration of Independence was written on hemp?
I've heard that.
Yeah. Yeah, like it was used for
Oh, that's not
everything.
good.
Yeah.
It was used for ropes for sailboats.
Yeah.
They made sails out of it. All that's the canvas. That was all made out of cannabis initially. It was all hemp.
It's just. I mean, I introduced legislation in Congress to deschedule it completely because it shouldn't be.
Well,
It
the
just shouldn't
wildest
be.
thing is how it happened in the first place. The wildest thing how it happened in the first place is because it was all William Randolph Hearst.
Is it time
and
for
Harry
runs,
Anslinger.
Max?
And so what happened was William
gotta do
Randolph
11
Hearst, who owned
instances.
Hearst Publications, he also owned not just newspapers, but he owned paper mills. And
Also,
he
how
owned
how
forests.
fucking
So he had all
fast is
these
Stronghold?
forests
There's a
that they would
2K
cut
block
down the wood
Stronghold.
and use it to make paper. Well, if they were going to transfer over to hemp, this is going to be very costly. And the cover of Popular Science magazine in, I think it was 1930. Find out what year that cover was.
11 is just that much
It says
better.
hemp, the new billion-dollar crop, because they came up with a new machine, and it was called a decorticator. And this new device was a device that allows you to effectively process the hemp fiber in a much quicker and easier way. So it's this machine that grinds it up. And so once they do this, they go, "Oh boy, we figured out they've solved this problem of hemp, where it's very durable, but it's really difficult to break down to the actual fibers." So 1938.
Oh wow.
So this comes out in 1938, Hemp, the New Billion-Dollar Crop. And so it's the cover of Popular Science magazine. Do you see? Do they have the cover so you can see what it says? Oh, just an article?
Oh wow.
Popular Mechanics magazine, I'm sorry. So the article is from 1938. And so when they come out with this, they talk about this new invention. See if you could find a photo of the decorticator, because it's like this grindy kind of thing. Is that what it looks like? Hemp, the new billion-dollar crop. So once they had this ability to really quickly turn it into fibers, then big industry starts getting involved. And what they start doing is they start making these stories and putting them in the newspaper about Mexicans and black people smoking this new drug called marijuana and raping white
Yeah, this was
women.
FTC. This would have been a
And
sub 10i, but I got
marijuana
like a
was not
130 wood light.
Marijuana
It was like a low
was,
11i with fucking
a
awful
wild
wood light because I got
Mexican
3 iron
tobacco.
from the
It
golem.
was a slang for a wild Mexican tobacco.
And the stronghold
It
is
had
like
nothing to do with
2k
marijuana.
blocks.
So they started attaching this name to something and calling it a drug because they knew that cannabis was so ubiquitous, and hemp as a commodity was everybody knew it, what it was good for.
Right.
So they had to come up with some sneaky way to get it through. So they come up with the word marijuana.
At least it's
So
exposed.
marijuana was not a term for pot. It wasn't a term for cannabis. It was a term for this wild Mexican tobacco. And so when they started
Oh, no.
making marijuana illegal, Congress didn't even understand that it was the same thing as hemp. And so they had to come up with some sort of a tax
Blah,
stamp
man, what am
that
I
you can
doing?
have in order to grow hemp
Should've just done
while
that.
marijuana is illegal. And then this is like right after Prohibition, right?
Right.
So Prohibition ends. You got all these cops that were used to busting people, like, sick them on the farmers now.
Exactly.
And this is what happened.
Exactly.
And then they come up with these dopey movies that are amazing to watch today. Have you ever seen Reefer Madness?
Mm-mm.
It's crazy. It's like people smoking pot, just jumping out of windows and killing people. It's just like, it has this guy smoking
Talk
pot.
about some propaganda.
Oh, it's the worst propaganda, but it was really effective. Like, this is it. I've got a few of these posters
Weird.
that I have them.
orgies.
I have them framed
Oh my god.
because these movies were insane, and they were just
Oh, it is more
Wow.
exposed, yeah.
propaganda
Lust,
movies.
crime, sorrow, hate, shame, despair.
Find the movie. Find a clip from the movie Reefer Madness. We'll just watch it without playing it, but it was so nutty, like, and they scared everybody.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So understand that media has sucked forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Just understand that. So this is Reefer Madness.
At the local soda fountain. Innocently they dance,
So that dude on the piano,
Let
he's
me
a
out.
Reefer Man.
lurking behind closed doors. Marijuana, the burning weed with its roots in hell.
Look at him.
In this film, you will see the ease with which this vicious plant can be grown in your neighbor's yard, rolled into harmless-looking cigarettes, hidden in an innocent shoe or watch case. In this startling film, you will see dopesters lure children.
Oh wow, we are in the end.
Imagine I still sub 20 this. Yeah. In the end.
In the end dimension. Hello Max. Welcome back.
Who once took pride in his strong will, takes the first step toward enslavement.
Enslavement.
Smoking the soul-destroying
I'm probably just gonna lay down in bed and watch for a few
Oh
more
my god,
minutes.
no way, no way, no way!
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Look,
This
she's gonna jump
guy.
out the window.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
Apparently, it makes you act terrible too.
Right.
Terrible at acting.
It's on the
20.
1830 and
Let's go.
Dude, look at the spawn.
She's actually playing pretty good for someone.
It's just
that's
I just
stoned.
spawned here, the outpost right
imagine
there,
getting
and the
hammered and
village
trying
is
to play
here.
that.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.